Welcome, everyone. This is the Encourager, and I'm just about wrapping up the book of Revelation. I'm in Revelation chapter 21, and I'm reading from the King James Version. Revelation 21. Here I go. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And God himself shall be with them, and be their God. And God shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful. And he said unto me, It is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is athirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. But the fearful and unbelieving, and the abominable, murderers and whoremongers, and sorcerers and idolaters, and all liars, shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death. And there came unto me one of the seven angels, which had the seven vials full of the seven last plagues, and talked with me, saying, Come hither, I will show you the bride and the Lamb's wife. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from God, having the glory of God, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth foursquare, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel. And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a chrysoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. And I saw no temple there, for the Lord God Almighty and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon to shine in it, for the glory of God did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it, and the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it. And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Revelation chapter 21. And again, I encourage you to go ahead and pick up the Bible. It is your instruction manual. And the only way you will have understanding is if you read it. It is your textbook of life. It tells you what is, what was, and what is to come. It shows you who you are. It shows you where you are. It also gives you instructions if you need to make any changes in your life. It teaches you about family, friends, neighbors, everything that we experience, everything that we handle in life. You'll find instructions in the Bible about your health, how to live, how to eat, what to eat, how to dress, how to deal with your neighbors. Like, when I say everything, absolutely everything. But in order for you to have a clear understanding of your life and of the world that you are in, because you are of this world now, you will have to jump into the Bible, because as I've previously said on this channel, the Bible is your instruction manual. It is your instruction manual. And everything you need to know is in there. So as I read these scriptures, I do hope that you are listening to the words as I read, because they are more than just words. However, in order for you to understand, you literally have to jump in it. Jump in, dive in, read, and you will see and understand about yourself and about the world that we're in, and about the events that surrounds us, the ones that are past, the ones that are present, and the events that are coming upon the earth. So I encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, don't shy away from the Bible. And I've said before, it is detrimental to you if you shy away from it, because it is your textbook of life. It is your instruction manual. I mean, we go to school to study for whatever vocation we're in. What we are doing is we are feeding the physical man, and we are allowing the spiritual man to decay. I've said previously on this channel, you are not just physical. You are a spiritual being also. But in order for you to grasp that and understand that, you literally have to get into the instruction manual. So I hope that these few words are able to encourage you and stimulate your mind to say, hey, I'm going to check it out. If you're having a bad day, if you're having a rough patch in life, be it family, be it friends, be it health-wise, medical, the answers are in the Bible. So many times we sit and we wait for someone to give us the answer, someone to give us the resolve, someone to give us the remedy, when we have the instruction manual. Many times we're ill because of the things we are putting in our body, for example. And the Bible does talk about that. Many times we bring diseases upon ourselves simply by the food that we eat, the things we put in our body. This is just an example, but it is a relevant one. And we become set in our ways, and even if someone is trying to steer you in the direction and say, point you to the Bible, many refuse to head that way, yet they expect to be healed of their infirmity when unknowingly they are causing themselves to hurt. So I encourage you, the Bible. It is the most precious thing that we have here in this life. And pretty soon you will not have access to it. And you may be thinking, oh, that's far-fetched, that will never happen. Now, we're in COVID right now. Did anyone think that the globe would be, I'm going to use the word trapped under a guise of what is happening right now? Even if, let's say 10 years ago someone said that to you and we would be like, oh, that would never happen. So you see, the instruction manual is here, and it points you to the things ahead, gives you a heads up of the things ahead, and it gives you the instruction and the directions that you need in order to navigate the scenarios or the scenes, the different events that life presents. And there's so much more. But I truly hope with these few words you'll take the time, because you have the time. Now you have the time because you are hearing my voice, but time's not guaranteed for any of us. The length of days is not known to any of us. So you have time now. So I encourage you, jump into the Bible. It is your instructional manual as you navigate the present life. And it leads you as you are journeying, because you are on a journey. And it points you in the direction that is beneficial to you. I trust you're encouraged and that you will pick up the instruction manual without delay. Be encouraged. This is the Encourager.